Throughout history, there have been crimes so shocking, so mysterious, that even today, they remain unsolved. No answers, no justice, just questions and chilling silence. Today, we uncover 5 of the most haunting unsolved crimes that continue to baffle investigators and terrify the world. But be warned, some of these stories will stay with you long after this video ends. Let's begin. It was Christmas Eve in 1945. The Sodder family home in West Virginia was filled with holiday cheer until a devastating fire consumed it in the dead of night. The parents and 4 of their 10 children escaped, but the other 5, they were never seen again. Here's the strange part. No remains of the missing children were ever found in the ashes. No bones, no evidence. It was as if they vanished into thin air. Even stranger, a series of bizarre events surrounded the tragedy. A mysterious phone call earlier that evening. A stranger warning the father about a fire weeks before. And years later, the Sodder family received a photograph in the mail. It was of a young man who looked eerily like one of their missing sons. Was it a tragic accident? Or were the children kidnapped and the fire just a distraction? No one knows. But the Sodder family spent the rest of their lives searching for answers they never found. In 1922, on a remote farm in Germany, something sinister happened. 6 people, an entire family and their maid, were found brutally murdered with a pickaxe. But here's the twist. The killer had been living in their house before the murders. The family had reported strange noises coming from the attic, footsteps in the snow leading to the house, but none leaving. After the murders, the killer stayed in the home for several days, eating meals, feeding the animals, and lighting fires in the hearth. Who could commit such a horrifying crime and stay so calm afterward? The police investigated dozens of suspects, but no one was ever charged. To this day, the case remains one of Germany's greatest mysteries. New Orleans, 1918. A shadowy figure terrorized the city for over a year, breaking into homes at night and attacking people with an axe. The killer's victims seemed random: men, women, even entire families. But what really made the Axeman infamous was a letter he wrote to the local newspaper. In it, he claimed to love jazz music and promised to spare anyone playing it loudly in their homes. On March 19, 1919, nearly every house in New Orleans blasted jazz. That night, no one was killed. But the Axeman wasn't done. He struck again, and then disappeared without a trace. Was he a madman, a hitman, or something else entirely? The identity of the Axeman remains a chilling question. In 1970, in a remote valley in Norway, hikers discovered the charred body of a woman. She had no ID, no name, no past. Just a series of strange clues. Her fingerprints had been sanded off. Nearby, investigators found several wigs, fake passports, and cryptic notes written in code. Witnesses reported seeing her around Norway before her death, always using a different identity. Who was the Isdal woman? A spy? A fugitive? Her cause of death was ruled as suicide, but many believe it was something far darker. The mystery of her life and her death remains unsolved. Between 1968 and 1969, the Zodiac Killer terrorized California, claiming responsibility for at least 5 murders. But what made him infamous was his taunting letters sent to newspapers, each containing cryptic codes and symbols. Despite hundreds of suspects and decades of investigation, the Zodiac's identity was never discovered. Some of his ciphers remain unsolved even today. And though the murders stopped, the fear he spread lives on. Who was the Zodiac Killer? Could he still be alive? Or did he take his secrets to the grave? The world may never know. These crimes remind us of one thing: history holds secrets that may never be revealed. Each case leaves us with questions, theories, and a haunting realization. Sometimes the truth is more elusive than we can imagine. Which of these unsolved crimes chills you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mysteries like this one. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.